methods. Unit 2 is sampling. The topic that we cover today is called sampling. So first we will try to understand what is sampling. Point number 1 will deal with meaning of sampling. First we will try to understand the meaning of sampling. Next, the difference between sampling and census. So number 2, difference between sampling and census method. Next, we will come to types of sampling. First type is called probability sampling. Next, non-probability sampling. Okay. So first we try to understand what is the meaning of sampling. So when data are collected, there are two methods of data collection. Right up. During data collection, there are two methods of data collection. First method is called sampling method. One sampling method. Two, census method. Okay. So right now, sampling method is defined as a method. Sampling method is defined as a method of collecting data. Sampling method is defined as a method of collecting data from few representative units of the entire population. So why do we use sampling method? Because sometimes it is not possible to collect data from the whole population. Okay? Right now, when the population is very large, and we are unable to collect data, from each and every unit of population, we adopt the sampling method. Okay, for example, try to understand. Suppose in our university there are 2,200 students. We want to know the standard of students of Barampur University. We cannot collect the mark of each and every student at any time. All students may not be available. What we will do? We will select only 300 students and we will collect their marks. And on the basis of marks secured by these 300 students, we can conclude whether the students are good or students are bad. So this 300 is called the sample. 3,200 is called the population. So this is called the total population. So it is not possible to collect data from each and every unit of population because at any point of time all students may not be available. So what we are doing? We are adopting a sampling method. So out of these 2,200, we will select 300 samples. So these 300 samples may be from social science 100, from commerce and management 100, from science stream 100. So there are different methods of selecting the samples, and once we select the number of samples, we can collect data from them and make a conclusion. So why we are using sampling method? Because sampling method is easy to collect data. So it's a time saving, it is cost saving, okay, and sometimes the entire population may not be available. Right out. This sampling method is popularly used during data collection during data collection, popularly used during data collection because of three advantages. Because of three advantages. Because of three advantages. Three advantages. One, cost effective. One, cost effective. Cost effective means the data can be collected with less expenditure. Cost effective. B, time saving. Data can be collected with less time or less number of hours. So it is time saving. Time saving. Number 3, it is easier than census method. It is easier than the census method. Easier than the census method. So you look at this simple example that we have taken. Suppose there are 2,200 students. If you collect data from all 2,200, it may take 30 days. If you collect data from 300 students, you can complete in 5 days. Okay? So this will reduce our time and expenditure, because whenever you go to collect data from any field, from village, there is a lot of expenditure of traveling, staying there. So if you collect sampling method, that is, you can save your expenditure also. And this is much easier, because many times it is very difficult to collect data from the entire population. So that is called sampling method. So what is sampling method? Sampling method is a method of collecting data from some representative units of the whole population. Whole population means the total number of informant in the village, and we are collecting from some. That is all. In India, there is a very popular organization which is using sampling method, that is called National Sample Survey Organization. Right now, in India, National Sample Survey Organization, India National Sample Survey Organization, National Sample Survey Organization, bracket NSSO is the leading organization of collecting data, based on sampling method. Why this method is adopted? Because India has 142 crores population. Is it possible to go each and every and collect data? It's not possible. So that is why we are selecting some samples and we are collecting data. That is called sampling method. Okay. So what is census method? We'll come to second point. What is the difference between sampling method and census method? Right now, census method is a method in which census method is a method in which data are collected. Data are collected from each and every unit. Data are collected from each and every unit of the population. Each and every unit of the population. The population census of India, which is conducted in a gap of every 10 years. Population census of India, which is conducted in a gap of 10 years. Uses the census method. So what are the advantages of census method? Census method has more accuracy, but disadvantage is very time consuming, very much expensive, and it is difficult. I know. The results of census method is more accurate than the sampling method. More accurate than the sampling method. But census method is very time consuming. Expensive, and difficult for a researcher. Difficult for a researcher. Difficult for a researcher. So the question is, when this method is used? When your population is small, use census method. When population is large, use the sampling method. Right now, when the population is small, census method can be used. Census method can be used. Census method can be used. But when the population is very large, the sampling method is used. The sampling method is used for collection of data. Sampling method is used for collection of data. Okay. So this is what is called census method and what is called sampling method. But more used is sampling method. Next we come to types of sampling method. Next item, types of sampling method. Right now, the methods of sampling are broadly classified. The methods of sampling are broadly classified into two types. Methods of sampling are broadly classified into two types. A, probability sampling. B, non-probability sampling. A, probability sampling. B, non-probability sampling. Now we'll come to probability sampling and what are the methods. First we write down probability sampling. Under probability sampling, first we explain normally the simple random sampling. Simple random sampling. This is called SRS method. First method is simple random sampling method, SRS. Number 2, stratified random sampling. Stratified random sampling method. Stratified random sampling method. Third, systematic sampling method. Systematic sampling method. So there are three probability methods. One is called simple random sampling method. Second is called stratified random sampling method. Third is called systematic sampling method. These are three methods. Why it is called probability sampling? Because there is a chance factor, uncertainty factor in this method. We'll come to each method. First we'll come to simple random sampling. Write down simple random sampling method. Simple random sampling method. Simple random sampling. What is this method? This is a method, just try to understand, then write down. This is a method in which each and every unit of the population has equal chance of being selected. Suppose there are 3,000 students. If every student has equal chance of being selected, then that is called simple random sampling method. Okay? There is no bias, no discrimination. Every unit of population has equal chance of being selected. Write down. This method is defined as a method in which each and every unit of the population has equal chance. Each and every unit of population has equal chance of being selected. Each and every unit of the population has equal chance of being selected as the sample. Being selected as the sample. Selected as the sample. So what does it mean? Suppose we have 300 samples. Okay. So suppose we will draw out of 2,200. we select 300 samples. So out of 2200 population, if every person has equal chance of being selected, this is called simple random sampling method. So why it is called a probability method? Because there is a chance involved with it. Okay, this is called equal. So what does it mean? Like in this method, there is no bias. In this method, there is no bias. In this method, there is no bias or any discrimination. Any discrimination. There is no bias or discrimination. Every unit of population has the same probability. Every unit of population has the same probability of being selected in the sample. So this is called simple random sampling method. But how samples should be selected? There are two different methods. Write down the methods of selecting sample. Methods of selecting sample are classified into two types. Methods of selecting sample are classified into two types. A, lottery method. B, simple random number table method. Table method. So first method is very popularly used. That is called lottery method. Okay. What is lottery method? Right now? Lottery method. In this method, each and every unit of population. Is assigned an arithmetic number. Each and every unit of population is assigned. One arithmetic number. For example, there are 30 balls. Okay, so we have to select 2 balls out of them. 2 in the sample, 30 in the population. So each ball will be given a number 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 30. Okay, that means in a paper, each ball you have to give a number. Number will be written on the ball, and all these balls will be put into one bag. Okay, then we have to draw suppose 5 samples. So you have to draw 5 balls out of it. Every ball has equal chance of being selected. So that is called simple random sampling. That means you have 30 population. You have to select 5 students or 5 balls. So what you do, put all 30 balls with number 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 30 in a bag. Okay. Then mix all the balls randomly. So without looking at a ball or closing your eyes, select 5 balls. So in that case, every ball will have an equal chance of being selected. Any ball can come. Every ball will have a same probability. So that is called simple random sampling. Write down. Suppose we draw 5 balls. Out of 30 in the bag. In a closed eye, we can draw 5 balls. From the bag. Okay. So every ball has equal chance. Of being drawn as a sample. So what is the probability of one ball being drawn? I told you how to calculate probability. Probability means favorable cases divided by total cases. So there are 30 balls, you have to draw 5 balls. So what will be probability here? 5 divided by 30. It will be 1 by 6. That means every ball has a probability of being selected in the sample is 1 by 6. Is 1 by 6. Suppose there is a playing card. 52 cards are there. You are drawing 1 card. So every card has equal chance of being selected. So that is 1 by 50. So this is called lottery method. Suppose there are 300 students. You want to select 30 students out of 300. So name all these 300 as 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 300. Put these papers where 1, 2, 300 in a bag. Just draw 30. Whichever will come is a sample. Whatever will come, that is it. This is the simplest method. Out of different sampling methods, it is the simplest method of selecting samples. Right now, this lottery method is the most popular. This lottery method is the most popular. This lottery method is the most popular and frequently used method of sample selection. Method of sample selection. Method of sample selection. It is very easy and convenient. Right now, this is very easy and convenient. This is very easy and convenient. This is very easy and convenient. Easy and convenient for selecting sample. Easy and convenient for selecting sample. So this is the first method of simple random sampling. There is another method that is called random number table method. Right now, random number table method. Random number table method. Random number table method. Right. The statisticians have developed a random number table. The statisticians have developed a random number table. A random number table in which different numbers, different arithmetic numbers are randomly printed. Arithmetic numbers are randomly printed in a piece of paper. In rows and column format. In row and column format. Okay. So what will be random number? Suppose this is a random number table. Okay, this is a random number table. Numbers will be 1, 10, 3, 9, 5, 8, 12, 18, 17. So randomly it will be written. There is no cutting. Nobody knows how they are written. So similar that means 1000 numbers in this way. Suppose you want to select 5 samples. So select any sample, first sample, then continuously 5. That means there are different arithmetic numbers written in a piece of paper. The first sample you select randomly at any point, then serially you collect 5. So that is the random number table method, and this particular random number table method is popularly used during the elections. Whenever there is assembly or parliament election, the sub-collector or collector assign duties to different polling personnels. What they do, they use the sampling method. So they cannot have so many lotteries. There are so many people, they will go to different booths. Okay, so how will they select? That means suppose in Ganjam district there are 5,000 election booths. Every booth there will be 4 persons. 5,000 into 4 is equal to 20,000. 20,000 people will be selected from different offices. There is a list of people working in different offices. Suppose 1 lakh people are working. So they will select 20,000 out of it. Randomly they will select. And they will be assigned different polling booths. So this is little more scientific method, but lottery method is very popularly used. Everybody can use it. This scientific method in large organizations when many people will be required, they use this type of method. Okay? Write down. The first sample in random table method, random table. The first sample in random number table. The first sample in random number table will be selected. Will be selected randomly. Will be selected randomly, and remaining samples. Remaining samples will be selected. Remaining samples will be selected either in the row or in the column. Remaining samples will be selected. Remaining samples and the remaining samples will be selected either row wise or column wise. Either row wise or column wise. Column wise. Okay, so that means we are selecting sample without any choice or prejudice. Randomly numbers are written. Suppose 12. Next 12, 17, 60 they are correct. So numbers are selected. Once they are selected, but they will be used as sample. The advantage of this method, this will save your time. But preparing lotteries, putting in a bag, drawing it will take a lot of time. But those lottery already printed in a piece of paper. You have to just select the numbers. So what is the advantage of this method? This is more scientific method. This is the less time consuming method, and this is easiest method when sample number is large. Suppose sample is 10, you can prepare 10 chicks and put in a bag. But sample is 5,000. It will be difficult, so you can use this method. Right now, this method is more scientific. This method is more scientific. This method is more scientific, and large number of samples can be selected. Large number of samples can be selected with less time. Samples can be selected with less time in this method. Less time in this method. During assembly and parliament elections, the random number table is selected, used. The random number table is used. The random number table is used for selecting the polling persons. Selecting the polling persons for election duty. Okay. So this is what is called random number table method. So there are two methods. So we are discussing simple random sample method. In simple random sample, how samples will be selected? One is called lottery method. One is called random number table method. So method is called simple random sampling method. In simple random sampling method, we select the samples giving equal probability to each and every unit of the population. That is simple. Next method will be stratified random sampling method. Right now, stratified random sampling method. Stratified random sampling method. Stratified random sampling method. Okay. So today we discuss about the simple random sampling method. In the next class, we will come to stratified random. Stratified random sampling is a better method, definitely. So that will take up in the next class. Okay. So we go through the book, try to understand what is this method, and I will ask you questions about this particular method, and then we will proceed to the next method. Okay. And the books I have already told you, Statistical Methods by S.P. Gupta, B.N. Gupta, S.C. Gupta. Any book you can follow, that book you can use, and next we will continue in the next class.